Zero, doing what he does best, painting. Born in Brooklyn in 1945, Stephen's career as a street painter has spanned 3 decades. After getting a degree from NYU, he started developing his unique documentarian style of painting, capturing whatever movement is unfolding in front of him. He'll spend 6 to 8 hours on a piece. At nightfall, the painting is complete. His work at Ground Zero caught the eye of Omni Fine Art, a publisher and dealer of fine artworks. They were only recently unveiled to the public. Stephen Stoller, welcome. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here with us this morning. 9/11, you're walking up the street, you've got a job to do, and all of a sudden things unfold as they do, and you do what? Just break out the gear?
Well, I had a great reluctance really to do this. I mean, I came out and I had become aware just at that time on Canal Street that it was indeed a terrorist attack when the second tower was hit. And I had my canvas ready to do a commission uptown. It was a horizontal format. I turned it around and I decided, well, I owe it to my body of work. I'm a street painter. I've been on the streets of the city for so many years. I felt it my responsibility not to turn my back on history.
And this is the one you did that day. This is called 9/11 View from Canal and Barrett Street.
Exactly.
And go ahead.
Well, this is a piece that I was painting, and when I started painting it, both towers were on fire. I had both towers in. About 5 or 10 minutes into the painting, the first tower fell. What I decided to do was continue the work. I brought the tower out in the painting. I converted it into smoke. At this point, I saw that this was more than, a fire in the buildings. This was a defining moment in history, perhaps.
So you actually altered the painting as you went along?
I brought the first tower out.
Okay.
About 25 minutes later, the second tower came out.
You did this over a couple of days. I want to move on and show people. This is called Barricade, and you actually did this on one of those police barricades that you picked up?
I was walking on Nassau Street. I wanted to do a view from Maiden Lane looking across Broadway to the site. And I couldn't get a canvas that day. The stores were closed. I came down on Nassau Street. I saw a barricade that was obviously hit by a truck, and 3 parts of it were crashed and broken. And this piece was laying there, and it had a lip on the back so I could carry it, which becomes important with a wet painting. I brought it to Maiden Lane around the corner, and I proceeded to paint for about 8.5 hours this particular vantage of the site.
I'm guessing that over your years of painting in the streets that you've had to be resourceful at times and use props like this.
I've had to learn to convert whatever it is, even if it's an adversary, into an ally. Whatever, if I'm out of paint, I have to use the paints that I have. If I'm out of materials, I have to find the materials and make it in such a way that it augments the painting and makes it better than it might have been even in the regular process.
I want to move ahead. I know you did 20 pieces in all, but this one here is called Inside Ground Zero. You finally got inside, is that it?
Well, yes, I finally got inside. I went to the inside sleeve. I gained access from the crane operators and the rescue workers. They gave me a full span of the site, so I decided to take it. I came back the next day, and really, it wasn't conducive. It was a crime scene inside Ground Zero. It was a lockdown, and I couldn't get in, and I honored the police. I honored all the officials, and I didn't want to get in anybody's way, of course. I just wanted my work to be done. I was driven to do my work. So I decided I was going to give it some time off, and I came back in December, and on a rainstorm, I painted number 19, which was a piece where the security, the work camp...
And the gate was open.
Yeah, the work camp security is a truck gate. And I came to the gate, and they allowed me, they kept the gate open so I could see in and at least get that close to the actual site itself.
Stephen Stoller, it's a great perspective. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being with us this morning. Coming up still on the Saturday Early Show, our chef on a shoestring is here from Boston with a mouth-watering